Hi, future millionaires. Welcome to Luxe Society, a place where we inspire and motivate future millionaires. Today, we'll be talking about how former presidents spend their millions. But before we start, subscribe to our channel and don't miss any updates. Well, you guys already know what we are here for. To be precise, we will be highlighting this entire video on the ex-presidents of the USA regarding how Obama and Donald Trump spend their millions. So let's get into it. From speaking at events around the world to writing memoirs and more recently signing a major production contract with Netflix, Obama's life after the White House has been fulfilling and very profitable. These efforts, along with the six-digit pensions that all former presidents receive, contribute significantly to Obama's current estimated net worth of $40 million. From joining the US Senate in 2005 until the end of his presidency, Obama earned $20 million on his salary, loyalty and investment alone, Forbes reports, and based on all the projects he's been working on in his first year in office. See how Obama spends his fortune, from philanthropy to sun-drenched vacations to long-term investments in his daughter's education. Obama entered the White House in 2008 with a net worth of $1.3 million. Since then, it has grown to an estimated $40 million. From 2005, when Obama joined the US Senate, to 2016, Obama started from government salaries, book loyalty, investment income, and Michelle's income from work at the University of Chicago Hospital before becoming the First Lady. I earned a total of $20.5 million. Obama earns $400,000 a year in his 8 years as president, and an annual pension of around $200,000 as a former president. The lion's share of their fortune came from books. Between 2005 and 2016, Obama earned $15.6 million in advances and royalties from his books, The Audacity of Hope, and To Thee I Sing, A Letter to My Daughters, and royalties for Dreams from My Father, according to Forbes, which reviewed tax returns and financial documents. However, Obama's productive career as an author is not over. He and Michelle signed a signed book deal in 2017, worth at least $60 million. Books are not the only Obama advance into the media. They recently signed a production contract with Netflix. No financial details have been released, but the New York Times reported that a previous similar transaction was worth tens of millions of dollars. Obama has been paid $400,000 for public speaking events since his resignation. American University estimates that, all in all, President Obama can earn as much as $242.5 million in his post-presidential life. But this is how they have spent their property so far. Obama has a long-term view of their money. In 2007, Obama purchased Bright Direction's age-based growth plan, each worth $50,000 to $100,000 to pay for Malia and Sasha's college education. Malia started at Harvard in the fall of 2017. Obama also invested in real estate. They needed a new place to live after leaving the White House, so they bought an 8,200 square foot mansion in Washington, D.C. for $8.1 million after renting it earlier. At the time of purchase, it was reportedly the second most expensive home in the neighborhood, shortly after Jeff Bezos' former textile museum was transformed into a mansion. In addition to his Washington, D.C. residence, Obama owns his home in Hyde Park, Chicago, and purchased it in 2005 for $1.65 million. He borrowed a $1.3 million mortgage at home, currently worth about $2.5 million. Obama has also enjoyed several vacations since leaving the White House. They first headed to Southern California and finally to Necker Island, where Obama was found surfing kite with Richard Branson. Obama also visited his home state of Hawaii and Tetiaroa Island in French Polynesia to check in for luxury resort brands. The cost of a one-bedroom villa per night ranges from $3,034 to $4,318. Now talking about, Donald Trump's net worth is currently estimated at $3.1 billion, a decrease of an estimated $400 million since taking office in January 2017, Forbes reports. According to the cheat sheet, it's not to mention the individual net value of his adult children, $150 to $300 million for Eric Trump, $200 million for Donald Trump Jr., and $600,000 for Tiffany Trump. It is reported through citing financial statements released by the White House, Ivanka Trump, who runs her own business, has the largest net worth of all her children and is with her husband Jared Kushner. It is estimated to be up to $762 million. Together, it values the entire Trump family's property at an estimated $4 billion or more. From expensive penthouses and expensive school education, to luxury shopping and full-fledged air fleets, here's how they dropped millions and billions. He earned between $597,396,914 and $667,811,903 between January 2016 and spring 2017, according to a public financial disclosure report of his executive officials. His wealth comes from multiple sources, from golf-related and hotel-related revenues, approximately $340 million total, to Central Park carousel admission and ice rink revenues, totaling over $13 million, can be done. Trump spent $66 million of his own money on his presidential campaign before he was elected, according to a Reuters survey of election funding disclosures. Trump often traveled with his huge fleet of aircraft during his campaign. He reportedly bought the Boeing 727 for $8 million at the time and replaced it with a Boeing 757, which was allegedly purchased from Microsoft's Paul Allen for $100 million in 2010. According to the New York Times, it burns fuel at a rate of thousands of dollars an hour. He also owns a Cessna jet, which is newly worth $15.3 million and had a resale price of $3.2 million in 2016. And that's not to mention his 3 Sikorsky helicopters. Used Sikorsky S-76s typically sell for $5 to $7 million. This does not include an estimated $750,000 spent on the internal redo of recent purchases using 24-karat gold-plated hardware. Trump also has a collection for the road. He is reportedly in possession of the vintage Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud, Rolls-Royce Phantom starting at $500,000, Maybach, Ferrari and Mercedes-Benz 3600. He also reported that he bought Melania a $455,000 SLR McLaren. Playing cards have an affinity with Baroni suits that range from $5,250 to $6,900. He began paying for them during the path of his campaign while the brand supplied him with suits during the apprenticeship. Melania also likes expensive fashion. She was found wearing everything from the $2,095 Givenchy cape dress on the International Red Cross Ball to the $7,995 Monique Lille sequin dress at the White House Historical Society dinner. That doesn't mean anything compared to when she wore a $52,000 Dolce & Gabbana jacket. She also wears more casual and affordable clothing on several occasions, such as Converse, which sells for less than $50. To complete her look, Melania has her makeup artist Nicole Brill. He told US Weekly about Melania's plans to create a charming room in the White House. She also has a hairstylist who calls her home and travels with her. Melania is a full-time mum and she refuses to spend money on her nanny because she likes to experience it in person. She soaks her son Barron Trump into a luxurious lifestyle, puts him in a suit and moisturizes him with her branded Caviar Complex C6 moisturizer. In New York, Barron attended Columbian Grammar and Prep School. This cost $40,000 a year. He is currently attending St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Maryland. This also costs $40,000 a year. Before Trump moved to the White House, he lived in the $100 million penthouse at the Trump Tower in New York. Real estate tycoon Trump has multiple homes. Trump is a 17-acre land in Palm Beach, Florida, and you'll often see what Trump bought for $10 million. It has 58 bedrooms, 33 bathrooms, 12 fireplaces, and 3 bomb shelters. Trump can also visit St. Martin's private resort, Le Chateau de Palmier, or the Beverly Hills Mansion. Trump also has a 39,000 square foot mansion in Bedford, New York, called Seven Springs, where he reportedly paid $7.5 million to use for his family vacation. But that's not the only real estate called by Trump's name. He bought a 23,000 square foot mansion in Charlottesville, Virginia for $6.5 million. Trump bought an ensuite vineyard and winery for $6.2 million in his previous deal. He later sold the vineyard to his son Eric Trump, and it's now known as the Trump Vineyard Complex. Eric and his wife Lara are reported to have 2 homes, a $2,036,500 apartment in Trump Park East, and a home in Westchester. Like his brother, Donald Trump Jr. also has real estate in Manhattan. Town and Country reported that he bought 2 apartments in Sovereign for $1.5 million and $1.125 million, and speculated that they were combined. Both siblings are big hunters, and it can be very expensive. The cost of a 14-day white rhino hunt is $66,790. Meanwhile, Ivanka Trump is busy building her empire. Between January 1st, 2016 and May 31st, 2017, she earned at least $13.5 million, according to a form released by the White House. Over $5 million came from the Ivanka Trump brand, over $2.5 million from the Trump Organization, and nearly $800,000 from book and television work. Hence, this was all about how the former presidents spend their money. Thank you so much for stopping by, and remember, your dreams will come through. Just believe. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section.